So after many requests, I'm going to be showing you a tour of my home gym. So here I am at the entrance of my home gym, which is just the bottom of the stairs that lead to the basement. And I'm going to be talking about the equipment I have. I'm going to tell you how much I paid for it, what I use it for, and then at the end, I'll give a grand total. So let's get started with this side behind me here, which is the ugly side. So behind me is one of the first pieces of equipment that I got when I moved here and finally had a place to start a home gym, because before this I lived in an apartment. That is this power rack right here. Now honestly, it's not my favorite, but it was one of the first ones I saw that fit in the basement because it's really short. I think it's like 78 inches tall. So this is it right here. As you can see, kind of sus, but honestly it works. I do want to get like a PR 5000 rack, one of Reps racks, but this just works for what it is, and I'd be limited by the height. So I think for the Rep rack, I'm just gonna wait until I have like a bigger ceiling, so then maybe I can just get the taller one. I won't be limited to the shorter one. But yeah, this is a 2x2 rack. It's not my favorite, but this was $150. And then this barbell here is like a cheap barbell that I got when I bought some other weights. So I'll talk about that when I get there, but this one was basically free. It was a free barbell. So $150 and then free. I recently got this piece of equipment right here. It's a leg extension / leg curl machine. You do have to be laying down for the leg curls, and you can be seated for the leg extensions. I added some bands on here so that it makes it smoother. It makes it feel a little bit more like a cable machine. When I find a good deal on one that's got like a cable, a combo one like this one, but a cable and it's got the seated leg curl, because I want the seated leg curl. When I find one of those, when companies start coming out with those that are a reasonable price, I'm probably gonna sell this one and then upgrade, because as much as I like it, I think it'd be really cool to have the cable one. But recently got this one and I paid $200 for it. So I can't talk about the home gym without talking about the weights. And I've got a lot more weights than this, but this is all I've got on this weight rack here. This weight rack was about $50, and I thought that was a steal because it feels really solid. And then the metal plates, like I said, I have more than this, but all the metal plates, I think I paid $350 total. I don't remember how much weight I have. I'll add that up and I'll put it on the screen. And then for these bumper plates, I got these used and I got these new. These were about $1 a pound, and then I don't remember exactly how much, but combined it was $250 for the bumper plates. These curl bars right here, this one my brother bought. I have no idea how much he paid for it. I don't think it was a lot. Maybe it was like, honestly, I think he just got it free when he bought a set of 25s or something, but don't know how much that was. And then this one, it was basically free because I bought a lot of weights and for $200. I bought a whole bunch of weight for $200, and I got a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff for free. This is one of the things I got for free, along with that other barbell I just showed you that's on the power rack. But yeah, that's how much I paid for my weights and the weight tree. This is such a weird angle, but behind me here is like a multi-grip barbell that honestly I haven't used in years. This was one of the first like big purchases that I made for myself for the gym. I remember how old I was. I was like maybe 17, 18, and I think this was $175. I don't remember exactly, but we'll just say this was $175. This is another machine that I recently added to the home gym, and I drove kind of far for this. I drove about 2 hours each way to get this machine. Now I went with my girlfriend, so it wasn't boring because I was with her, and we got food, so that was nice. But this machine right here is a leg press / hack squat machine, and I paid $500 for it. There's not much to this machine, but it's a pretty solid machine. The company that makes this machine is Tough Stuff. I think this one's slightly older, so like some of the padding is worn out. Like this bottom one right here is not the most comfortable when you start adding more weight, but I might look into replacing this. But yeah, this machine here, I paid $500 for it, and it's been a good addition to the gym, especially the hack squats. The leg press has been okay. I really like the hack squat. Below me is 2 benches, and I'm not gonna include these in the cost because the one I'm sitting on, I got for free when I bought all the weights. And then the short one right here, I'm gonna include it in the cost of another machine I'm gonna show you in a second, because it belongs to a functional trainer. And so I didn't pay for just this. I bought it with the functional trainer that I'm gonna show you in a second. And so not gonna count the cost of these. I don't know if you can tell, but this one is a lot taller than this one. This one is too tall. I think it's like 22 inches tall. Not my favorite. I already replaced these, by the way. I've got another bench that I recently got like 2 days ago. I'm super excited about it. I'll show you that in a second. But this one was too tall, about 22 inches tall. It doesn't have wheels. It's kind of heavy, really awkward to move. So don't really use it anymore as of 2 days ago. This one is really short, and it's cool for the functional trainer because it's not that tall. And so if you want to do like lat pull downs, it's nice to be low, but I just sit on the floor when I do them. And then these two, this is kind of like their permanent home because I don't think we're gonna use them all that much. You may be wondering why I'm down here, and that's because I have to talk about these floors here. These floors are horse stall mats. I believe they weigh about 100 pounds each, and I think I have about 14. I bought some of them new. When I first got here, I bought 4 of them new. The 4 behind me over there, those were new, and that was about $200. And then I bought, I think it was 9 or 10 used, and I paid $100 for that. So for the floors, a total of $300 for, I think it's 13 or 14 horse stall mats. It's actually crazy how much I paid for about 10 used ones. They were about $25, that's what they were asking. And I was gonna get 4 because I only planned to fill out this section I showed you. But then I asked her if they were available. She said, yeah, just so you know, I just got paint on them, so I'm gonna change the price to $10 for each of them. I was like, dang, for $10 each, I'll get all of them. So I got all of them. I didn't have any use for them. But I guess it was sort of some manifestation thing because I ended up using all of them, almost all of them. But $300 for all the horse stall mats here. These suckers are heavy. They're pretty heavy duty. I'm sure they're gonna last a really long time. I don't know if I'll ever have to replace them. I see a lot of people in the home gym community recommend these horse stall mats. I've never had any issue with the smell. Some people, I guess, do. I never had any issue with them, but I guess your mileage may vary. Before I move on to the prettier side of the home gym, I want to talk about the miscellaneous stuff behind me. Now this trap bar, I don't use it. I got it for free with all the weights that I bought, so it's a nice addition, but honestly, I don't ever use it. This Gym Reaper belt, not mine, it's my brother's. This one right here, it is my belt. That's a Pioneer belt, and I paid $75 for that. This was years ago. It was like 2019. I believe it was 2019. $75 for that. And then this weighted vest here, I got this on Amazon, and that was about $40. So behind me is the prettier side of the gym, and that is because this is the finished side of the basement, and this is where we have all the equipment for days we do upper body stuff. So the first part I just showed you was all leg day stuff. It's like that whole side is dedicated to leg day, and then this side right here is for upper body day and arms. And so I'm gonna talk about each piece of equipment I've got here. I know this is a bit of an awkward angle, but I just wanted to show you like the whole space here. So here's my dumbbell rack with all my dumbbells. This dumbbell rack is really solid, and you're only seeing half of it. This has like a second part to it, so it's twice as long as this, but I don't need all of it, and it takes up a lot of space. These are all my dumbbells, and I paid $70 for this dumbbell rack. Now for the dumbbells, most of them are these like rubber coated things. I've got like a pair of 5 that I got for free that I just threw up on here, but from the 5s to the 30s, I paid nothing for them. The 5s I got for free when I bought a bunch of weights, and then the 10s to 30s I got as a gift from my parents when I was sometime in high school. And so 5 to 30 pounds I paid nothing for, but then the 40s to 70s I paid about $450 total for all those weights. Dumbbells do get expensive. I need to get a pair of 80-pound dumbbells, and I think if I go used from some dude on Facebook, it's gonna be like $200. If I get them new, it'll be a lot more than that. This right here is an Inspire functional trainer that I got used from some guy in Ohio. I think his name was Jeff, so thanks, Jeff. And I paid $800 for this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't have the little pull-up bar that comes with it, and that's because it didn't fit, and I found that I didn't need it. It's been really stable, and I've really enjoyed having the functional trainer. I had a little cable, like a cheap DIY cable thing that I used for triceps, and that was all I really used it for, just triceps. But now I can do a whole lot more exercises with this, and it was well worth the $800. I also got some attachments for this. I'm not going to talk about the price for each attachment individually, but I will say that for all the little attachments, I'll list them up on the screen, but for all the little attachments that I've got, I've paid about $300. I've got some other attachments, like I got a set of these, like the knockoff. I think these are the MAG knockoffs. But all the little accessory stuff like that, I paid $300 for. Behind me is I don't really know what to call it. It's a bench machine type of thing, a bench rack, squat rack, I don't know. But I use it for bench. I guess you could use it for squat, but I just use it for bench. This bench thing has like a lat pull down attachment. I haven't used it because I don't like it all that much because I've got the functional trainer, but my brother says he likes this one better. I guess it's because it goes taller, and my brother doesn't like sitting on the floor for some reason. But yeah, I don't really use a pull-up bar. It's got it, but yeah, I don't really use it. And this is one of those things that was free. Behind the little bench thing is a tiny weight tree that I've got. That was also one of the things that was free when I got all the weights, and I've got some more weights on there. This barbell right here is the best barbell I have, and it is a Boneyard bar. It is from Rogue. It's the Rogue Power Bar, but it's the Boneyard version, if that makes sense. And it's like it's the bare steel for everything. It's all bare steel. This one I have to take care of. I don't take care of it as much as I should. I should be brushing it more often with oil and stuff, but I don't do that as often. But the knurling is still very nice on this. This bar was about $235, and yeah, it's the best one I have. It's not the one with the center knurling. I want to get that one next. The last thing I want to talk about is the newest addition to my home gym. I just got this a couple of days ago, and I'm super excited about it. It is this bench right here. This is the Rep AB 4100 in matte black. It's been awesome. I've only had it for 2 days, but I'm blown away by it already. I don't know if you can tell. You're not going to be able to tell, but this is very firm. It's very solid. Like, this thing does not move. And then I didn't think this would be such a big upgrade from the benches I have over there, especially because the tall one I have over there, it's tall, but I feel like it's pretty solid. I thought it was solid. And then I got this one right here, and I'm like, wow, the other one really sucks. This one is really well put together. It was also kind of expensive. It was $420. In my opinion, it's worth it. And before I bought this bench, I was on the fence about a few different benches. I was considering the Rep AB 3200, the 2.0 version. I was considering this one, and I was considering the Rep AB 5200, the 2.0 version. And I was going to get the 5200 2.0, but they did not have it in matte black until sometime in April. I did not want to wait that long. The next color I liked was a clear coat, and that would have been like $620-ish, and I really did not want to pay $620 for a bench. So I decided to go with this one. They had it in the matte black, and it's lighter than the 5200. It's honestly, it feels really light to move. I'll do a more detailed review on this sometime in the future if you guys want, but I just got this bench. I got to put it through a few workouts first. But so far, I've been really impressed with this bench. $420. Now, assuming I didn't miss anything, the grand total, including the accessories and the stuff that I got for free and the big equipment and the dumbbells, the grand total is about $4,450. When I first did that calculation, I was kind of shocked, especially because all the stuff that I've got that I didn't bring from Texas, I got this year. Like between, honestly, it's been about almost exactly a year. And so I spent a lot of money in the home gym this year, but it's been totally worth it. I really enjoy being able to work out at home. I don't really like going to the gym, like a commercial gym. Yeah, the equipment's nicer for the most part, but then you've got to wait. You've got to go there first of all. Then you have to wait for equipment sometimes. And then, yeah, I just don't really like the commercial gym all that much. I really like being able to just go down to my basement and have a workout, whether it's a leg day, an upper body day, an arm day, or an arm day. Any workout I can do pretty much down here. The only thing I can't really do is like stuff where I need a high ceiling because the ceilings are really low here. This nicer side, this upper body side, the ceilings are a little bit taller, but they're still pretty short. So that was a tour of my home gym. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you want me to review anything I talked about in more detail. Thank you.